Okay, so a quick little video about research paradigms. Anya asked a question on Friday. She said, she asked, is quantitative research always deductive? Is positivism always quantitative? So I wanted to show you this slide that I have just to try and clarify this. Now, first of all, here's the quantitative end of the continuum, and here's the qualitative end of the continuum. And the point is, it's a continuum. What we have, we can have research at this end, which is extremely quantitative, which is extremely objective, very positivistic, extremely deductive, and we can have research all the way at this end, which is extremely qualitative, so very interpretivist, very exploratory, very subjective. And we can have research which lies somewhere in the middle, which we can describe as mixed method research. Now, of course, the point is this is a continuum, so any one piece of research can lie anywhere on this continuum. It can be more quantitative, it can be more qualitative. It doesn't have to be absolutely qualitative or absolutely quantitative. So this question, is quantitative always deductive? Well, no, not necessarily. Deductive is theory testing, and quantitative research involves counting things. I mean, of course, you can count things in a more exploratory manner. For example, content analysis. You do some interviews, open-ended questions, you get lots of answers. You then begin to look for common keywords in your answers, and this is exploratory research. But once you've done that, once you've identified those common keywords, very often you begin to count them. You say, oh, okay, so 75% of respondents mentioned kittens, and only 25% of respondents mentioned puppies. So therefore, it seems like kittens are more popular than puppies. So there we have an exploratory piece of research, starting with open-ended questions, but we end up quantifying it and doing some counting. So the point is, these research paradigms describe a continuum of approaches to research, which can be very quantitative and deductive, or they can be very qualitative and inductive, but very often the research that we're doing lies somewhere in between. It can be more qualitative or more quantitative. Here are some examples of qualitative research approaches. You may have come across this idea of grounded theory. Grounded theory is perhaps the ultimate in qualitative, interpretivist, exploratory, inductive research. Grounded theorists don't even like to read the literature before they go and do their fieldwork, because they don't want their exploratory approach to be contaminated by any preconceived ideas that they have. Grounded theorists want to go and do their fieldwork without any preconceived ideas whatsoever, not being informed by theory to any extent. So that is extremely exploratory, it's extremely qualitative, and yeah, if you're interested, have a look on the internet for information about grounded theory. Anyway, so that's what I wanted to say. I hope that is useful.